Hey, is he okay? Oh yeah, him? He's been like that for like 3 days. He had people giving up in his games nonstop, and I don't mean like the fun DC way, I mean giving up on Hook. Okay, well, I can see how that's upsetting, but like, couldn't we like help him or something? Yeah, I don't know about that. He looks like he's about to blow. I don't think that's a really good idea. Kind of see what you mean there, but like, you can't just like leave him there like that. Listen, I warned you, okay? Whatever happens, happens, but don't say I didn't warn you. I, Bran, the Mr. Headache, am wrong. Very, very wrong. I was very, very wrong about something, and I don't think that's something that a lot of people in the DBD community are willing to admit, much less DBD content creators. A lot of DBD content creators very like poignantly state something, and then they stick to their guns about it, and they die on that hill. Every hill is the hill to die on for DBD content creators, it seems, and I would like to not be one of those, because after a long while, I have come around to the fact that I was horribly incorrect about the whole leave if you want to kind of thing that I used to say a year or two ago. Mostly, I focused this on the DC penalty conversation, because people wanted the DC penalty to be super duper high. They wanted to make it like your first DC is like a half-hour ban and stuff like that. Which is kind of crazy because DBD is a casual game. It's not a competitive game. So to have such stringent and very high DC penalties is kind of crazy. But little did I know, the secret enemy, the vile villain in the shadows was the way around this, which was the give up on Hook epidemic. And giving up on Hook completely circumvents the current DC system, because now if you DC, at least you get a bot. At least the bot will sit, do gens, get unhooks, all that sort of stuff. Obviously not ideal, but better than nothing. But now essentially people have made it to where if you give up on Hook, it's essentially just like the old DC where you didn't get a bot and the guy's just gone and the match is just a bust. I think definitely in this case, I am 100% not correct in that regards. I don't know. I was just trying to be like chill guy, chill dude. Chill guy. Not be like, oh well, I'm entitled to your time. I think that even though that like your kid's crying in the next room, you need to sit and finish this game, because like I don't know what's going on the other side of the screen. Could be kids crying or something like that. I don't know, which is realistic. That's real life. But I think we've pretty much very firmly see that is definitely not the case. People are definitely not giving up because they have somewhere to go or somewhere to be. It's just that they treat DBD like this endless slot machine that they can just input a game and then go, I didn't like that, and then force 4 other people in this 5-man game to suffer because it wasn't the slot machine result that they freaking wanted. Which is awful. The reason I'm talking about this is because I started off my stream today on day of recording with a game where I had 3 people give up right away. And I'm like, dude, okay, whatever. I didn't do anything. I showed up, I played the Xenomorph, I dived in the tunnel, I came out of the tunnel, and I downed somebody. That was it. 3-man give up. 3-man. And here's how I handle this, because there was 2 people that outright DC'd, which thank goodness you took that route and you at least gave people a bot to work with. But the 3rd one decided that they were just going to run into my face and just give up. I have a new method of handling this, and it's one of those things where, like, despite the fact that I don't really care about the game that much and I don't try to take it super seriously, this is the method I take with this, which may be pseudo mean. If you run up to me and you give up in the middle of a game, I just leave you on the floor. I just leave you on the floor. I will sug you out for the full 4 minutes. The full 4 minutes. If you decide that for whatever reason you're going to point at Hook or run at me and give up, or if I'm carrying you and you're just like not wiggling at all, I'm just going to drop you. I'm going to let you roast there. I'm just going to let you cook. I'm just going to let you cook there. Because you know why? Because I queued up to play the game. And you know what? Unless you're in a Swift, the 3 other people in the trial also queued up to play the game. The only person in this equation who does not want to play the game is you. So you're going to play the game. Whether that be you or your bot, someone is going to sit in your slot and they are going to play the game because you queued up. Whether that be the bot or you, I do not care, but somebody is going to play. And I will sit there and I will let you sit on the floor for a full 4 minutes until you figure out what that decision is. If you truly cannot be in the game for some reason, like I said, a lot of extraneous circumstances, like clown. Some people have the colorophobia. There's also plenty of other characters that give some sort of phobia or nasty response, like Plague, for example. There's the power of this wonderful thing called escape, and then leave match at the bottom right hand of the screen. It's right there. And if you're somebody who doesn't serially just fish for matches and subject 4 people to awful games because you're an entitled little piece of shit, your DC penalty is probably just going to be the 1 minute for the day, right? It's just going to be the 1 minute for the day, and you're good. And you can just go back through, and you're fine. So what that is telling me is that those people who will sit there through me slugging them out for the full 4 minutes and then get mad in the endgame chat, by the way. So they don't want to waste their time in this game so much that they're giving up right away, but they will sit there and waste their time for 4.5 minutes to be able to yell at me in the endgame chat because I did it. Clearly you don't have much going on. I'm sorry. Oh man. What that tells me is that your DC penalty is through the roof. That you've probably already eaten through the measurable, wholly tolerable DC penalty timers that you have had so far, and now you have to resort to giving up on hook. That's what that tells me. That you've already gone through those, you've already blown through those, and now you have to give up on hook to get around these situations. I know this is like the 3rd or 4th video I've made about this situation, but I'm at my limit. I'm tired. I'm done. Like it's getting to the point where it doesn't matter what I do. It literally doesn't matter what I do. I play nice build, I play bad build, I play good build, I play no tunneling, camping, slugging, I play some good tunneling, camping, slugging. Like the wind shifts the wrong way and it's the wrong game and everybody's leaving. Like I just breathe in the improper direction and now you're gone. The game is not made to be played like a slot machine that you can just like and just subject 4 other people to a bad game anytime you just don't feel like playing. Because that's what it is. That's what it is. You're subjecting 4 other people to an awful game because the 3v1 situation is very powerful. I'm sure you've been in a situation where that one blight that is not on a comp team but likes to pretend he is tells somebody out at 5 gens and suddenly you're in a 3v1 situation super early on. It's really frustrating and really painful, right? So why are we subjecting people to that experience, but as if somebody was tunneled out at 5 gens all the time anyways? If you hate tunneling so much, why are you tunneling yourself out immediately? That's what I want to ask. And legitimately, like, I want to know. I want to know. If you're one of those people that does that, I don't think you are, because you guys are all wonderful people who are considered other people's time. Thank you for that. You guys are great. But if there are some of you who are like, man, I'm a give up on hooker, like, I genuinely want to understand. I want to know. Because currently, I don't get it. I don't get it at all. If you hate tunneling at 5 gens because you think that's sweaty and boring and creates an awful match, why are you willingly tunneling your stuff out at 5 gens by giving up immediately? And everything that you stand for, everything that you get upset about when it comes to the tunneling situation, you are doing that to your team. You are essentially being a killer who is tunneling somebody out and leaving the rest of the team in an awful, terrible situation. It is the most hypocritical thing I have ever seen in any game I have ever played. Oh yeah, tunneling 5 gens, it's really cringe and sweaty, but I'll tunnel myself out just fine. That's okay. That's totally different. I just wanted to see a different killer. It's the same thing. It is absolutely the same thing. Absolutely the same thing. And I'm devilishly curious to see if there's anybody who can put a crack in that logic, because I can't find any. At all. Usually I end these videos with something like more constructive. Like the last time I made a video about this whole situation, I was like, well, you can just move giving up on hook to the back of the hook stages instead of at the front. Because currently you can just unhook right away. You can start attempting on hook until you hit your second phase. But if you did that more towards the end of the timer, like at the 60 to 70 seconds, like the last 10, 15 seconds, it's way better because it's literally a last ditch effort. I've already made videos about that, but like, I just need something from Behavior Interactive that is them looking at this going, oh god, this is kind of a problem. This is kind of an issue. I want something on the forums, from their official Twitter, on like a live stream. I want them going, yeah, we are aware of the epidemic of people just giving up and going next on hook, and we are currently working on it. It's under investigation. You know how every once in a while they'll put out those Twitter posts where it's like, this has an active fix coming. We're looking into it. I want to see it. They're at least looking into this. If they have done it so far and I just have missed it, that's on me. That's a bad thing. A bad brand. Just never go outside ever. Only look at DBD stuff. But that's on me, right? But like, I just need some reassurance from the company themselves that they plan to do something about this, because like I like this game a lot. The community is the part that I hate. And I not you guys. You guys are fine. You guys are great. You guys are fantastic. We like to hide in our little happy hole over here. We're Switzerland, right? Like everybody's fighting and we're just over here doing our thing. But like, holy moly, I like the game, but I can't play it. And it's not like a sides thing, because killers can't play the game because it just becomes like taking candy from a baby, because like now it's a 3v1 super easy. The match goes away super quickly and it's like, okay, whatever. There are matches where people give up so quickly that I don't get my dailies done. There was a match earlier today where I had people giving up and I had to like slow down. I was like, okay, I could win the game here. I'm not going to. I'm gonna draw this out a little bit so I can at least get my daily. It's insane. It's wild work. It's crazy work, dude. It's crazy work. And there's no light the light at the end of the tunnel. Not there. At least not currently. There's no sign that this is going to get better. There's no sign this is going to get better. And it's bad for the killer side and it's bad for the survivor side, because I can't play normal games and people are having their games ruined. The 3 other people that are susceptible to you giving up have their games ruined. That's how it goes. I don't know. I'm not saying anything new. I know Scott just put out a couple videos about this as well. I have not watched those yet. So sorry if this is like super retreading something you've watched recently, because they're very adjacent content of like, hey, gameplay here, guy talking here. It's very similar. But like, holy moly, I am just so tired of it. I have officially hit my limit, and I just wanted to like, at the very least, apologize for like my part in going, oh, it's not that big of a deal, because I was trying to be like, you know, understanding and empathetic, and then of course, you know, you give them an inch and they take a mile. So sorry, I unintentionally contributed to this situation in some way. Secondly, yeah, behavior needs to say something, or at least get an action plan going and let us know an action plan is being made. We are aware this sucks. We know it's an issue, and we're going to do something about it eventually, because we take this very seriously, right? You know how like you're going for like a checkup or something, and like they'll leave the room. They'll come back every once in a while and be like, okay, well, we're running this test, so just hang tight, we're still working on it, and they leave. You know, just that little step in, that little stop in, that little bit of reassurance would just go such a long way. Just to, yeah, we don't have anything right now, it's still cooking, it's still in progress, but we do see that it is an issue. We're working on it. Just be patient and we'll figure something out. I don't know. Anyways, this is more a rant video, if you can't tell. Usually I open the video and be like, hey guys, this is a rant video, but like I have like intros now. I have production quality, not a whole lot, but just some scripting and jokes and high humor things. Not high humor, it's very low humor, it's very bad. But yeah, I got done with today's stream and I was just like, I can't do this forever. The game is fun, but like, stop queuing if you're not having a good time. Stop queuing if you don't enjoy the game. Wild concept, wild take. You know what's a crazy thing? This is another side rant. I'm gonna keep it short because the video's got to end. A lot of people don't even content create. You're not even getting paid for this. Why are you queuing up for a game they're gonna insta quit that you don't even get paid for? This isn't your 9 to 5, dude. Sheesh. Anyways, yeah. I don't know. There's not really a point to this. Usually I'm like, hey, community, what do you think about this? Let me know down in the comments below. But I don't know. I'm just mad. I don't want to vent. I just want to complain. Yeah, it sucks. How's it affected you? How much do you think it sucks? Probably a lot. Let me know down in the comments below. That's me for today's video, friends. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I made your day a little bit better. A little bit of a negative Nancy video, but like at least hopefully me being loud and zany about it was funny. But if I didn't make your day better, I have another chance to do that in the next video. So I'll see you guys then. But if I do not, I'll see you when I see you. Goodbye.